Alan Friedheim. I'm 22 years old and I am from Bolivia. I came to Trat, Thailand to volunteer teaching English. I had some time to travel around and wanted to make my travels more meaningful and wanted to help out people. So I went online and started doing some research and came along uVolunteer and got in touch with them, and after exchanging a couple of emails with the people in uVolunteer, with Meow, with the Janina, I've decided that this was the best program that suited all the needs that I wanted. I arrived a day late, so everything was a bit faster and hurried up. I mean, we still had the orientation, which was great. We learned about everything, the project itself, how to teach English and everything like that. And on the same day, we had to have our town tour and the Thai speaking lesson. So instead of having 2 days to do that, we had only 1 day to do it. My first day working at the school was very nice. Teachers treated me greatly. Students were very nice to me. In a way, they thought I was like a superhero since I was the first person volunteering at that school. So it's actually a very nice experience. In my first 2 weeks, I was teaching English in 2 different schools, so I would have around 5 classes a day, Monday through Thursdays. So it was a nice experience. However, it was a bit complicated, the fact of the whole language barrier and that kids not being able to understand a bit of English. And so on the normal day, I would go on, write on the board numbers, days of the week, months of the year, and try to help them out with their pronunciation. After 2 weeks, I realized that 4 weeks teaching English wasn't gonna be enough time, and at the end, with more volunteers coming, I might confuse the kids a little bit since each of the teachers have a different method of teaching. So for my last 2 weeks, I decided doing sports and computers, and at the same time while doing that, by me talking to them, I was teaching them some of English, like specific terms, for example, football and circle, and doing stuff like that. So teaching sports was also a very nice experience. For my last 2 weeks, I did that 2 days a week for 2 weeks, and the other 2 days I would teach computers, which was a total different aspect because while teaching English and while teaching sports, you are by yourself. And while teaching computers, you have another teacher and you just supervise what the kids do.
Thank you, students. Bye-bye.
Teachers in the school were very nice, treated me very nicely. They were all as eager as the kids to learn from me and to learn about my customs, and so they took us out, they invited us to their houses to eat. They would always try to please us. For example, in one of the schools I would work at, they would constantly keep on bringing me water bottles so that I don't get dehydrated and so that I'm happy. And they would come constantly and check on the kids and check that they were behaving and just making sure that we were comfortable and we had no problems. I actually liked a lot staying in Trat, the fact that it's not a big city, everyone knows each other, so it's a very nice experience, just a totally different experience to get away from the big city life. The house is very cozy. has 3 rooms, and you learn how to live with other people. I mean, it's cozy, but at the same time you have you can get your own personal space and have some alone time, so that's great. The food here was just great. Whenever we ate at home, it was amazing, and whenever we went to eat outside, it was also very good. So in the food department, there was 0 problems. While in Trat, during our free time, we would go over, stay in the house, watch a movie in the house, or maybe go out to eat. When there were soccer games, we would try going to a bar and watch them. And just going to bars, playing backgammon, playing chess, very nice experience. During the weekends, I traveled all 3 weekends that I was here. The first weekend I went to Koh Chang, met up with a couple of friends from Miami, and it was a very nice experience. The next weekend we went back to Koh Chang, but only to a different beach. This time we were there and the project supervisor was there too, so it was also a very different experience, totally different from the first one. And on my last weekend we went over to Pattaya with the project supervisor and one of the teachers. So they took us around Pattaya, showed us a little bit. I do think my experience was very memorable. I really enjoyed it. At the beginning I wasn't sure if I really made a difference, but now that that's what I actually felt during my first week. Now that I look back at it and see how the kids see me and talk to me, I do feel like I accomplished my goals of coming here and teaching new things and just making a difference in this kid's life.